Now I know why people settle, because working for your dreams can be really hard. But even I had that thought in my mind where, oh, I could just really be a small town teacher, or just do something else. But I just know it's not in my heart to do it for real. Like, I'll be miserable if I do something else than at being an actor and being an entertainer. I don't know how to explain it, but it's so easy to settle, and I understand why. I do. And I really be asking myself every day, like, wow, do I really want it this bad? Like, do I really want it this bad? And the answer is always yes. So if I have to grind, hard to do it, I will, to achieve my dreams. And what I'm talking about is, I keep transferring to college. Excuse me. I keep transferring to college to find my best fit. And I'm no longer going to transfer after this college. I think I made sure this college, and I'm making sure that this college is really good, and making the most out of it, making sure I make the most out of it. Because my first college I went to, did a year there. My teacher told me and the whole class, if you do not want a career in editing, then if you don't want a career in editing, you should transfer to another school, because next year all we're doing is editing. And I do not want to be no editor. I want to be on the stage. And my major then was film. And I majored in film because I wanted to know how to act on camera. But turns out when I got there, it was mainly about behind the scenes stuff. And I would like to be a producer, director. That's the most behind the scenes stuff I would probably want to be. But other than that, I really want to be on the main stage. And I was disappointed when I didn't know, because I don't think I did enough research. I feel like we get carried away with just going off of the words of other people, of teachers at our high school that recommended it, and just how people on the phone kept saying it's a great program, but didn't really go into details about it, So, and then I transferred out of state to another school because I thought, what if I just get out of my hometown state, it might be doing something. But the whole time, the intention of me going to the school wasn't really because it had a great theater program. Oh yeah, this is when I'm transferring to major in theater, because I want to be on the main stage. So the intention of me going to that college wasn't necessarily because they had a great theater program. I made the mistake of it being because I want to escape. I'm running away from this pain that I had in high school, because I didn't make the most out of high school till like senior to like maybe junior, middle to end junior year, beginning, middle, and of senior year, And so that was just really disappointing to me. So now I was miserable at that last college, the one out of state, because in the theater they only did Shakespeare. They didn't do no musicals, and I wasn't really getting taught right. I felt at these past schools that I've been to, the past two schools, I felt like a big fish in a little pond. I felt like the smartest person in the room, and I don't like that feeling. I want to learn. I'm here for a reason. I want to learn. I want to get trained right. So now I'm getting transferred to a new school that I'm doing my research on, and I'm making sure all my ducks are in order. I'm really doing my research on what they really do. Like, I hit up the teacher, the top person of the theater program at this new school, because I'm making sure, hey, like, I told her straight up, like, this is my third school I'm going to. Please tell me what's up, because I do not need to get there and I be disappointed again, because I don't have no more time to waste. I'm not gonna play with my time again. And I had a conversation with her, and she told me things I should do while I'm at the school, and also to actually take advantage of the school that I'm going to be at. Because I feel like don't just rely on your major classes. Like, make the most out of your school. And like, for instance, like, I want to join the choir. You know, I want to join the choir. I want to join clubs to really like learn more about my major and not just the class of my major, you know. And I'm just really proud of myself because I've been making sure this time is gonna be great. And I'm not, and to stop dwelling on the past mistakes. Learn from my mistakes, but not dwell on it. I felt like I should have learned that in high school. Like, yeah, like, you didn't have the great high school experience, but doesn't mean you're not gonna have you're not gonna have good memories at a school nearby just because you didn't have a great experience in high school. And yeah, like, I'm trying to get everything in order, and I just haven't, and I'm trying to get back to myself, back into actually doing a show. I haven't done a show in over 2 years. That's what I'm working on right now. I have an audition coming up, and I got like 6 days to learn a song, so I'm trying to learn that now. And I'm just working on things. And I'm also learning that this acting does not have to be the end all be all. Like, I can do other things in the field. Of course, I know that, but there are other things I want to do. Direct, write, all that good stuff, you know? So, I try not to look at acting as the end all be all, like, because when you look at just one thing like that, you can become really desperate on things. And yeah, you can become really desperate on things and be just blindsided by the tunnel vision. It's good to have tunnel vision, but if you can't see on both sides, in front of you and backwards, of what's going on besides your focus, besides the tunnel vision, then you got a problem. You need to know everything. And I've been taking accountability lately because I'm just tired of blaming the past on why I'm not where I want to be. You know, like, I can't keep doom strolling and get mad why I'm not in this show, or why I'm not doing this, why I'm not doing that. Like, I need to put the phone down and start producing more than consuming. If I want, and you really use what I have to my advantage. You know, when I get this role, I feel like I'm gonna get the role. When I get the role, you know, have someone record you so I can create a reel out of it and show it to the casting directors, you know? Look for an agent. Do social media. Be more consistent on social media, for sure. Get back into creativity. Like, create. If you, like, sometimes you can't depend on that phone call. You can't depend on someone to save you. You need to save yourself, and that's what I'm trying to do. Working on things, you know, getting back into music, getting back into things that I want to do and I want to be, because I have a feeling I'm going to be famous. Mark my words, y'all are going to be watching this video when I get famous. I'm going to be really, really famous in all the top movies, top TV shows, with the amazing top budgets, great pay. Like, when I was in kindergarten and they went around the room asking which one to be, someone would say a doctor, someone will say a nurse, someone will say a firefighter, someone will say, I don't know, a pediatrician. And when it came to me, I said Beyonce. Like, I always knew. Or I would say a cheerleader. Like, I always knew it was going to be entertainment. So, yeah, definitely put my money where my mouth is. Become more disciplined, more organized. I can't come into the industry a mess when I don't have my life together. Not that you have to have your life together, but you have to have your priorities straight. Also, be patient. I have to be patient because some of your favorites didn't make it to their 40, and that's okay. Because in acting, I feel like there's no age limit in acting. Because they're always going to need a mom. They're always going to need a dad. They're always going to need a grandma. You know, they're always going to need an auntie. So, it really doesn't matter your age. And everything happens in God's divine timing. If it's meant for you to be a big actor at 30, then it's meant for you to be a big actor at 30. If it's meant for you to be a big actor at 40, then it's meant for you to be a big actor at 40. So yeah, I can't be too picky about acting. I can't be too picky about acting roles because I need the experience. I don't have the privilege to be picky about roles. When I get famous and big, okay, that's when you can, you know, feel entitled to pick certain roles that you really, really want and really, really like. But now I gotta just take every role, mainly take every role, because I need the experience and I need to have evidence that I'm an actor to show agents. That's also one of my downfalls, that I was just too stubborn. Like, no, it gotta happen. Like, I was like, no, it gotta happen like this, and that. And, you know, I'm just delusional when it comes like, oh my gosh, you never know, I'm gonna walk the street and Beyonce gonna be there and Beyonce gonna see me and be like, girl, be in my show, girl. But it doesn't really work like that. You can't really be stubborn like that. You have to be open to everything. Don't be too bougie and too good to work a 9-to-5 while you're trying to make your dreams come true. Until your dreams come true, work that 9-to-5 until your dreams come true. You know, till you get that big break. Cause you never know. You get a role, maybe a medium role, and you have to fly out, but you don't have money for a plane ticket. So, but if you had a 9-to-5 and you've been working for some months saving up, you can have enough for that plane ticket and a hotel room if the company don't set you up, you know, for that, to film that project and to fly right back. You get what I'm saying? It helps you. But this has always been my dream. I've always said if I had a date and an audition on the same day, that man gonna have to understand, you know? He dealing with the actor, you know, we can reschedule it. And if he don't understand, he can kick rocks. Period. He can kick rocks. And I love acting so bad that I was in this one musical, Moana the musical. I played Grandma Tala. I had gray hair and all, girl. I was really in character. But anyway, so we were rehearsing. During rehearsals, I felt fine. But near the first opening night, your girl catched strep throat. And I still went on stage and performed my butt off, and no one could tell. All I did was told the director, like, hey, when we get on the stage, turn my mic up. And the sound guy turned it up. But after the show, when the sound guy walked up to me, he said, you didn't sound bad. You don't even sound sick. And then I opened my mouth and started talking, and I sounded like, hey, yeah, thank you so much. He was like, never mind. But I didn't sound like that on stage. I sound like a complete goddess because I'm just so in love with this job and in love with it. Like, this is my passion, to entertain. And of course, yeah, I want to be a millionaire, a bazillionaire from this job. But it's not really about money. It's just, I don't know, I just love performing. And I know one day I'm gonna have an EGOT, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony, girl. And even if I don't get a role audition for, I'm not gonna be upset. It just wasn't the role meant for me. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna let that deter me, you know? I'm gonna overcome blockage and barriers. I'm gonna fight through and through for my dreams, for my passion. And I hope you too. I hope you do too. So yeah, that's my message, and that's what I'm going through. So yeah, I hope you take what I said into account. I hope you take what I said into account and learn from it. And, you know, just know we're going through the same things. Okay? Bye. Okay? Now, Auntie need to go to bed. I'm tired. But this was just on my mind, and I had to tell you guys. Okay, bye. Thank you. It's your girl, Manisha. And like, comment, and subscribe. And bye.